Hello everyone, my name is Brian Bourgeon and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since my last race review and I've certainly missed on some races, but I've been busy with a lot of real life stuff. I've been busy with a lot of real life stuff as for jobs, work, and also being part of the US Navy, which, it's been a lot. But now, I'm making a video about the Ambetter 400 this Sunday's Ambetter 400 from Atlanta Motor Speedway. This race was, stage 1 and 2 were decent. Not much action, not much drama. But stage 3 definitely picked up the pace. It was had really good racing. And had that like old type of super speedway where there'd be a lot of cars heading straight to the end, and that, in my opinion, was good. It was very good. But yeah, let's talk about the race. Again, the racing, as I mentioned, was good. It was alright. It had good racing. The last stage definitely, a lot of fun battles, lots of passing, and it was fun. It was definitely fun seeing Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski, two super speedway aces, fighting for the race win late. And again, it was a lot of fun at the end. Again, those stage 1 and 2 weren't bad at best. They weren't bad. First incident, let's talk about another incident. First incident came at stage 1. It was Bubba Wallace who got loose off turn 2. Because again, you gotta remember that during this race there was no practice, so drivers had to go basically in with their setups as they are. So not much to go off of, only based off qualifying. So yeah, it was a bit rough, and Bubba Wallace bit the bullet and had an early crash in stage number 1, lap 10, getting loose off turn 2 and hitting the inside wall, thus costing him a lot of his day. It turned out to be a rough, long day for Bubba. But that wouldn't be the first incident. There was also another incident, which was Eric Almirola and Kyle Larson. This was during the later half of the race, a long time after Bubba Wallace's incident, where Eric Almirola, while leading the race on 70 lap old tires, had basically, if I believe it was like a puncture of his left rear tire, thus causing him to spin out, and also involving Kyle Larson. It was fortunately in the day for both drivers. Larson and Almirola basically had to retire after the race. They DNF'd, and it was rough sailing for both drivers. Definitely not Larson. Larson's always had bad luck in super speedways, and Almirola, who's shown good pace, just sadly again can't show it at the end, which is unfortunate. Then stage 3, we had the big one, involving multiple drivers such as Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, William Byron, Josh Berry, and many others. It was off of turns 1 and 2. Justine was pushing Kevin Harvick through 1 and 2. Then Justine got Harvick a bit aerial loose, thus causing him to spin out. Harvick was leading the race at that moment. Again, the crash happened in the front of the field, thus collecting a lot of these cars appearing in the picture. Sadly, again for Harvick, it would have been cool maybe see Harvick win for one last time in Atlanta, but unfortunately, just didn't go to plan. And ended a lot of people's race. Berry, though, for Josh Berry, despite being involved in the crash, he managed to come home and finish 18th. The front of his car was destroyed, so very fair game for Berry. Like, amazing managed to finish. And I believe in the Larson Almirola incident, Suarez had less damage and he had the DNF. But it was part of an interior problem of the car's suspension, so it was an unfortunate case there for Daniel. But yeah, that was the last incident of the race, as at the end, after that crash, it was green flag racing, but with very, very good racing. And that's what, in my opinion, what SMI want. The racing we saw in Sunday's Ambetter 400 at the end, stage 3, is exactly what SMI wants for the future of Atlanta. It's going to be the type of racing where you got super speedway racing combined with mile and a half, and it's good. You have drivers, handling issues, good super speed racing, side by side throughout, and again, it was entertaining. And personally, what SMI wants from this new Atlanta, and they got it. And for me, hopefully, and for other fans, hopefully, it's for the future that Atlanta has this type of racing, or side by side, good racing. Hopefully, it's what Atlanta will show. New Atlanta will show. But then after this incident, again, great racing, and it came down to Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski, featuring Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, and many others. It was all in one pack, great pack racing to the end. Came down to the last lap, Keselowski leading. Logano got a big push by Corey LaJoie, who, as in previous Atlanta races, he's been there to win it. He's been really consistent at New Atlanta. It's gotta be one of his favorite tracks for Corey LaJoie. Finished 4th, also New Atlanta. So again, this year though, he's shown amazing pace from the Spire, from where he's driven the Spire car. Very good pace. So he's been showing. He's currently 14th in the playoff standings. So whatever credit's due. Finished 4th. He was pushing Logano. Pushing Logano, heading to turn 1. Logano made a move, middle turn 1 and 2. Around the outside, Keselowski was trying to block, but he just couldn't fully block Logano. Maybe fear of an incident happened if Keselowski blocks Logano too much. And came down backstretch. They were side by side, down the backstretch, and then Logano gets a massive push from Christopher Bell. A massive push that propels him to the lead. Entering turn 3 and 4, side by side between Bell and Keselowski, but they can't catch him. Meaning Joey Logano would win the Ambetter Hell 400 over Christopher Bell and Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, Corey LaJoie, also Hamill. It was a good finish, to be honest, a really good finish. We got a lot of thrilling stuff, great super speedway racing, fun when you have Logano and Keselowski, 2 super speedway aces, fine for the race win. And it was really fun, especially hearing the spotters for Logano, Keselowski. It was top notch. It was very top notch. As for the results, Joe Logano in first place, Brad Keselowski in second, Christopher Bell third, Corey LaJoie fourth from 31st on the grid. Like I said, Corey LaJoie loves New Atlanta. There's something that always clicks for LaJoie at New Atlanta. It always clicks. Reddick finishes 5th. I believe his best, not his best finish. His best finish came at Phoenix. This was his second best finish, 5th place. Then you got Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, who I believe was running 20th during the last lap. And he managed to go through the sucker hole, through the middle of 1 and 2, 3 and 4, to somehow get all the way up to 8th in one lap. One lap. It's amazing. It was amazing. I saw that on Twitter and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was amazing. Ty Gibbs, 35th to P9. He finished 9th. His best career finish in the Cup Series. Definitely a very good drive for Ty Gibbs. One to be proud of. Kyle Busch finishes 10th. And you got Austin Cindric, Noah Gragson, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, Todd Gillen, A.J. Allmendinger, Josh Berry, Warren Truex Jr., Austin Dillon, Michael McDowell, Justin Haley, Ty Dillon, Chase Briscoe, Cody Ware finishes top 25 for Ware. JJ Haley finishes 26th, Bubba Wallace 27th, Ryan Preece, who suffered engine issues. He was down his cylinder, I believe, around lap 78, 200. And that was basically the end of this race. He was all the way at the back. Fortunate day for Preece. Suarez, 29th, Amidola, 30th, Larson to be 1st, Byron, Harvick, Byrne, Busher, and DNF, last place, BJ McLeod. So yeah, it was a topsy-turvy race with a lot of stuff from New Atlanta. Because again, like I've mentioned, the first half was a bit slow. It was meh. It was decent. Stage 3 had really picked up, and it was top-notch race in my opinion. It was the stage winners. Logano won stage 1, and Austin Cindric won stage 2. Cindric showed good pace, to be honest, around New Atlanta. He finished 11th. Maybe not the finish he deserved, considering how well he ran. But yeah, that's sometimes how it goes in these super speed races. For Logano, it's his 32nd career win, and I believe his first career win at Atlanta. which is definitely wild to think about, to be honest. But yeah, that was my race review of the Ambetter Hill 400. Again, an alright race. I would give it like a 6 out of 10 race. It wasn't bad. Stage 1 and 2, again, were decent, in my opinion, at best. But Stage 3 was really good. Great racing. Incidents here and there, but it was good. It was good super speed racing. You still have a lot of cars making it to the end, and in my opinion, that's really good. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my first race review, I believe, of the year, 2023. And I will be making a race review for Circuit of the Americas, hopefully, as well. So, yeah, Circuit of the Americas definitely with the stacked roster of Jensen Button, Kimi Räikkönen, Jimmy Johnson, Connor Daly. Like, you got a stacked roster for COTA. And also be the first race since, I believe, 2016 for NASCAR without stage cautions. So it should definitely be an entertaining race. It'll be really interesting to see strategy come into play and how the road ringers do. Maybe it could rain on Sunday. Who knows? Time will tell. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, that would mean a lot for me. And I will see you all for Circuit of the Americas.